Hello, this is Ethan Perez Jr. and I'm just demoing some new changes that I made to my fitness tracker app. I made this fitness tracker app before. This is actually it um, in Rails, just straight Rails, and I've added some revisions. Basically, I have redid quite a bit of the back end to utilize JSON or JavaScript object notation, and I have used a Jquery to do quite a few front end things that are a little more advanced than what I had before. So let's just log in, and I'll show you what I've done. So let's log in. Lovely. All right then. So let's just review. Fitness Tracker is an app that you're actually able to um, uh, track achievements. So what you do is, uh, it's about fitness, obviously. So you can track the food you eat, the exercise that you do, and you can connect with other people on the platform and see what they're doing. This news feed page, that's what this is obviously inspired by Twitter. Now, these are just things that I've put in the past to test it. Uh, I'm not following anyone, and nobody's following me. Now, let's just see one of the first things we can do. Now, these are my achievements. This is my timeline, Twitter type timeline, and these are just some things I put in here. So, um, these are just tests, Now, this was one of my achievements. It is a food achievement, and you can see by the icon. So the fork and spoon are food achievements, and the barbell is an exercise achievement. Now, let's just go near the bottom. Near the bottom was where I was actually writing reasonable things. After a while, I was just writing nonsense, as you can see, just so I can, ate dirt, just so that I can test it. Now, let's go down. This is actually the very first achievement I ever did. So if I click on this link here, I go to the show page of that achievement. All right, so this was it. It was completed June 18, 2018, and says sitting down programming this website took 4 months, and I burned 50 calories, and I have this little message here. Now, this show page, if you'll notice, there is a little arrow here. Now, what this arrow does is allows me to see the very next achievement without having to reload the page. Now, that is being done, of course, with JavaScript and Jquery. So, these arrows are connected to event listeners, and when you click, it actually looks up the very next or the previous achievement, so I can go through them. So that's that, and there we go. It updates everything. As you see, when you have a food, it does that, and when you have an exercise, it changes the icon. Now, let's go all the way to the end. Let me see if I can get to the very last thing I did. I've done quite a bit. Sand. I ate sand. All right. And now, there you go. This was actually the very last one. Now, let's just confirm that. So, if calories 87. Now, let me make sure that that actually was the case. Yeah, that actually was it. So, there we go. Now, these are my particular my particular achievements, so I can edit them or delete them. Now, if I search the achievements of someone else, these options will not be there. So let's try that. So let's go back to my news feed and let's find people on Fitness Tracker. So let's just see other people. Oh, I can't look at their profiles because they've blocked me. It's all right. So let's fix that. I actually want to show this feature. Now, I'm going to sign in as one of these users and unblock me, and I'll show another thing that was done with Ajax and JavaScript. All right, so now here's another instance running in what's this thing called? Windows Microsoft Edge browser. Now, just one little thing I like. The website is responsive, so if you go here, see, it actually changed the orientation of all that. So, you know, that's pretty cool. I'm proud of that. Now, let's sign in as Bono or Frankie Valli, because I have some real celebrities using this. Now, there we go. Now, here's Bono's thing. Now, Bono, he has blocked somebody. He has blocked me. Now, let's unblock me. There we go. Now, he hasn't blocked anyone. So, I will, let's just go back. Oh, actually, wait. Let's go back to the main index. Okay, now I can follow Bono. That's great. All right then. And now, just another thing about this. These indices of users. Now, there's all user indices, and there's personal indices, like who you're following, your followers, blocked or muted people. Now, this also populates using JavaScript and Jquery and Ajax. Now, let's see. Now let me just go to, I say that I followed Bonovox. So now that should cause him to come up there. Great. Now, of course, you can see these action buttons, they're also dynamic. They also use Ajax to update. So now I can block Bono, and that causes him to go away. Now he's unblocked again. I can unblock him, takes him off. Now I'm not following him or anything. He's just not there. So now I just go back to the main thing, follow him, and that's that. Let's say I want to unfollow him. All right. Say I want to just mute him. I see, and every time I do it, it updates with a little message that comes and goes. I can unmute him. Right. Now let's just follow him. Okay, so all of that stuff is happening without giant page refresh, and that's all Jquery and Ajax. All right, so now I'm following Bono. Now let me go on my news feed. All right, so okay, here we go. So I have a whole bunch of things. All of my all of my activity is the latest activity, and Bono has some activity way down here. Now, let's see. This is another Ajax function, which is pretty cool. I can create new achievements, right? So this is Bono's account, and this is Ephraim, my account. Now let's say I create a new achievement, food. Now, if you noticed, this was done, these changes were done without a page refresh. So this is also being done with Ajax. So let's just say Bono, what did he eat? He ate a salad. And it was 100 calories. And he says, leafy goodness. Create the achievement. Okay, so when you add the food, salad, it says it. Now I can click on this link so that I could see it and just look at, you know, all of his achievements like I showed before. Now let's edit it. All right, leafy goodness. Now this is all the information I put in before. Now let's just update it. Leafy goodness to the max.